So you're in
But
Colorado.
yep, I'm in Denver. I have a master's in health psychology. I've always loved psychology, the subconscious, self-help. I've read over 100 self-help books.
Oh, wow.
Um, and I just love stuff like this, and I've never tried it. And I got in touch with Hillel and spoke with her a few times, and it just seemed like a really good opportunity. And thought I would do some exploring and see if I could find some benefits from hypnosis and maybe like for me, I would like to improve my performances. I'd like to be more productive, more focused, um, maybe
In
eliminate
what?
some in what?
Hmm.
Um, More focused on my goals and achieving what I like to achieve. I've got a opportunity with the Rockies that I'm really looking forward to. Basically as one of their staff, baseball research and development team members, and have a baseball background, play professional sports. So I've got that coming up, and yeah, so I'm just kind of open to self improvement and just ways to become healthier, happier, smarter, sleep better, stuff like that. And those
And what
kind of
was the
vague.
other one you wanted to do before I interrupted you?
Increased performance.
No, it was a habit, or I don't remember. It was something, it sounded something. That's why I wanted to ask about this first.
Yeah, so maybe I just am a big fan of trying to create positive habits
Okay.
and healthy
Okay.
routines, um, and decreasing negative influences,
Aha.
um, and yeah, I guess cognitive function. Uh,
And what are the negative influences?
for me, I would say social media is a big one. I feel like I spend too much time on social media often. Lust is a pretty big negative influence that I've dealt with in the past. Maybe
In the past or currently?
I would say more so in the past
And
than
we don't need to worry
currently.
about that. Okay.
Yeah. Um, but and then I guess I think it's important just to foster new healthy relationships. So that's something I've been trying to be more mindful of and being intentional of who I'm spending my time with and why. Um, and I just think it's important to surround yourself with positive influences and
Tell me
like-minded
about
individuals.
what about the relationships?
Uh, I've had, I'm single. I would like to be in a relationship. I'd like to be married, but I'm not there yet. I've been single for about 2 months. Um, yeah, I don't know. I say that, I just don't feel like the right person has came along yet, and it would be nice if they did. So. I guess that's everybody's story though, but or most people's.
But someone will come along.
I think so. I
They
think so
do.
too.
You have to let time take its time. I'm just writing
Absolutely.
some notes. Yeah, time has to take its time.
I agree.
What what is relationship like for you?
Romantic relationship?
Uh-huh. Like
What's it
what
like?
would you say is getting in your way?
I really don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. I really don't know.
Are there any habits that you have that are stopping relationship from coming in or existing? Are you maybe expecting a lot?
Yeah, I would say I expect a lot. I have high standards for sure. But I feel like I don't hold my standards above myself, and I feel like I wouldn't ask of anything that I can't. I wouldn't ask of myself. So I think it's equally reciprocated high standards. I would like to say. Um,
You know what I've noticed? I've been doing this for a really long time. I'm 62. I've been like like I love Eckhart Tolle and a lot of depth psychology and spiritual psychology, just like lots of stuff that most people wouldn't read unless you had studied at that level.
Hmm.
And what I see, what I know, is that when people start doing this work, I'm not saying this is you, I'm just saying the ego kicks in and they start to think they know more, they're better than someone else. And it's because they're trying to improve. They want to think, they want to be more clear, right? They want to get rid of, if you're talking about Buddhism, the attachment to the illusion, right? And they want to clear themselves so they can, see a flower on the side of the road and really admire that flower. Really look at it and say, wow, this is incredible. To slow down, to slow down. And by the way, all hypnotherapy is a heightened state of awareness, which I hope you do all that. It's not, like you see in stage shows and, like in Las Vegas or on television, somebody saying, go be a criminal. That's not what it is. It's just a higher state of enlightenment and of relaxation. And sometimes you're really relaxed and sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're thinking about something and sometimes you're not. It's the epitome of imperfection. But that's my job to speak to your subconscious. That's all it is. So when people start studying all of this stuff, they set these expectations for themselves, which are not always obtainable because life is going to be up and down and up and down and up and down. It's called life. And it's all about finding balance, right? If you find balance, you're going to see that you find peace. So when I hypnotize you, remember, just find balance. You may be completely out. You may be just thinking, what's for dinner tonight? Don't worry about her. What's she doing? Don't worry about it. But when it comes to relationships, when people start doing this kind of work and exploring all the avenues and reading and watching videos and going to this and that, some people make it a lifetime practice. It is a lifetime practice, but not to that extent. Not to where you kind of can't see other things too, like take time to read just some kind of a book. I don't know, another kind of
Hmm.
book. Herman Hesse, those are great books. Anything Herman Hesse has written is a good book. It's not psychological. It's just, oh, beautiful writer. So, like Ernest Hemingway, beautiful writing, right? Because sometimes the mind needs a break. But in relationships, what happens is that the person holds themselves to such high standards, which you and I both know isn't really going to always be that way in this lifetime, because something's going to happen and it's going to knock you off your feet and test you to recall everything you've learned. And many times you won't until you catch yourself. But you have a better shot because you've been doing the work. So eventually you'll go, wait a minute, I don't do this. But then you hold the person you're with to those high standards. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm just saying it's what I've seen. And then the person thinks they're better than their partner because they've done all this work, right? And
Hmm.
most people have not done what you've done. So you cannot hold yourself. You have a high standard, but I'm going to tell you right now, whatever you've done, trust me, it's an ongoing journey. You got to find balance.
I believe it.
It's just what it is, especially when life steps in and it's not so great. But the person that you're with, it would be hard for you to find person that is the same because most people aren't this way. And then you hold yourself at a higher standard and expect more, and the person can't live up to that, and they leave or you leave, or there's conflict,
Hmm.
right? Or you become the teacher. That's not what you want in a relationship. You want to find balance. So we have to be very careful when we're traveling up the learning line of spirituality right? And when you're upset, it's the ego pulling you down because it doesn't want you to go up so high. It doesn't want you to do that because it wants you to keep you down here, right? But you're going to keep climbing. And sadly, you lose a lot of people around you because they don't think that way. But you have to be careful that you don't claim I know more than you, because the people that don't know is where you learn and they have things to teach, like simplicity. Reminds me of a story. My father, who sadly died, he didn't know all this. You would never catch him reading a self-help book. He liked, I forgot who the author was, but like thrillers and things like that. He would read a book a day and he traveled around the world for business. Smart, a lot of time in Japan. He, when it comes to what you and I are talking about, was simple-minded
Mm.
because he would, like, if you were going to talk about something really complex, like things we read about, like, heavy stuff, he would say, just pull up your socks and go to work, Rochelle. If you tried to start getting psychological on him, just just go. He was a baseball player, by the way.
Mm.
Just go throw the ball, Rochelle. Just go get on your horse and ride.
Avoidance.
It wasn't avoidance, actually. See, this is where this is coming in. Aha, because you read so much. And that's what happens when you start studying psychology too. You start putting all these labels on things and you can't really see the other side, the balance, right? No, he just knew that the basic things in life, which the elderly teach us that probably some of us should listen to, I'm one of them, you don't have to think so much. It's good to study, but you don't have to study so much. And I'm a studier, but even I take a break. Just go be in the world and relax and stop trying too hard. So he wasn't studying like you and I have, but he was incredibly wise. And the things he taught, like anything you want to do, you can do. Belief at its experience. He wouldn't say this. Rochelle, anything you want to do, you can do. So did my grandmother, who died at 96. Just go have fun. Stop worrying so much. What you worry about doesn't even happen most of the time, which is, I think, 90, is it 98% studies just came in? I can't remember them, but it's a very big number that what we worry about doesn't typically happen. Humans are good at catastrophizing.
Yep, very familiar.
So be careful because when you get in relationships, you will have these high expectations because you put yourself here, which is very normal in this work. And we have to all remember we're no different than anybody else. And it's these people that don't know we can actually learn from, and then we can get out of our heads. And instead of thinking and questioning our minds, which is crazy, we can say, let's just go enjoy a cup of coffee. Let's have a meaningless conversation, which can be a really great conversation. But you lose that because you don't do it anymore and you forget what those simple things mean. And I know he died. I don't know, he was 90, my best friend's father. He used to also say, kiss, keep it simple, stupid. Very, very powerful man in the world. And the more I do this work and the more I study and my husband and I have these chit chats, the more I go back to, it's not that complicated. The elders didn't study all this. They lived longer. They were happier. Perhaps they know more than we do. Because when you start doing this, you train your mind to overthink. My dad would say that too, or show you overthink. And we don't want to overthink because we're not better than everybody else. We learn from anyone who crosses our path, and we often learn things that we could never read in a book, like the baseball player. Eckhart Tolle's work, they're focused on hitting the ball or catching the ball. That's it. There's nothing else. And it's pretty simple, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But think about what that really means when you study. You're focused. You're present to the here and now. The noise doesn't matter. So we could read 100 books on that, but go watch your baseball player and go practice it. Easier said than done, isn't it? You play, you know what it's like. My dad was, what was my dad? First base and shortstop.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. But he was in the moment without reading and doing all these things and very, very present.
Very important. I see that all the time with players, and
Do you?
oh yeah, I used to be involved with coaching a lot, and some people would get in their heads and start overanalyzing so much while they're hitting and what he might throw or what should I be thinking, and next thing you know, they're a wreck. They got all these scrambled thoughts rather than the guy that goes up there who's just relaxed and smiling and just trusting his body, trusting his instincts, trusting what he sees and reacting. And there's a big difference in performance of if you can calm yourself and enter that flow state.
Like
Um,
golf.
yep, very
I know it
similar.
is a flow state. And think about that metaphor for being in a flow state in life. And if you think too much, you can't be. I remember my father, he'd come home, I'd go watch him play, and his whole leg was ripped up like hamburger. Oh my God, because he would slide.
Fun. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. And then the next day he'd take me out, fond memories, and play catch.
Oh.
Like the ball was coming down, or I played baseball too, but nothing like what you guys, I mean, it was a kid. But he would throw that ball and he was trying to be easy and not hurt me because you
Mm-hmm.
could imagine 6'2" and a jock. Before that, he played football. My hand stung. It hurt
Mm.
so badly. And I know what you know what that means, but I never said a word. I caught that ball and he threw it again. So you know what he taught me? Keep going. Stop complaining. Just keep going. If I was tired because we were hiking somewhere, it didn't matter. Keep going. You'll get a second wind.
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about. So we have to remember when we read these books and maybe you don't probably, I wouldn't be reading as much. I'd read, but maybe find some balance. This stuff that you just told me about baseball and you coached it, you coach it. Or hiking in the mountains in Colorado, that's where we hiked. That's where you're going to learn the most. And you have now learned to be present. You have learned to be present to the beauty around you. And now you're practicing what you've studied. And if you never studied again and just took what you know now and brought it into the rest of your life, like a relationship, you know better than anyone else. You don't have to hold them to a higher standard because you hold yourself to a higher standard. You'd have an easier time with relationships. And you don't need to hold yourself to such a high standard because we're human beings. And the attachment to the illusion of more is better isn't always the case because it sounds like you're already really successful and good at what you do. What happens if you just enjoy what you've already created? I mean, of course, a lot of us want to excel. That's okay. I mean, we're not dead yet, but we can't want it to the point where it becomes a craving and it's all we focus on. And we can't expect it from people we're dating because I'll tell you, when it's good to date someone who's like-minded, oh, I've seen this, but when you are dating somebody that is a clone of you, not going to work.
Too similar.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, my husband and I, he's a PhD in philosophy with the emphasis of depth psychology. My master's is in spiritual psychology, and I've studied a lot through him. And we've both done dream tending with Dr. Stephen Eisenstadt, the founder of Pacifica. Uh, they turn out psychologists, psychiatrists. He's the founder, and he spoke at uh, United Nations about dream tending. And they were very important people in the room in our country that were saying, what should we do with the planet? And Dr. Eisenstadt, who has a whole course on dream tending, it's 3 years long, we did it, said, well, why don't you ask the planet? Did you ask the planet what it wants? So he and I have some really in-depth conversations, and you could probably imagine what we read, but we always find time to talk about the dog on the, running in the field with the ball in his mouth because we understand balance. And when we argue, which everybody does, it doesn't become psychological at all. It's just like everybody else, but then we have that ability to go back and reflect. And in a relationship, somebody will and somebody won't, no matter who they are. So if you're the one that is at this higher level, then you're the one that's gonna also blow up, but then maybe not would be better. And then you're going to be able to reflect and say, I'm upset because I take accountability and then handle the situation better. But you can't expect that from a relationship or you're not going to find one because you always want more. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it's a great way of putting it. For sure, it resonates well.
Yeah, more isn't always so great. You know what I mean?
I agree.
My big lesson now is at 62. I don't, I've, well, it's been going on for many years. I just don't care about the more anymore. It's nice to be content.
Hmm.
Unless you're playing baseball, then you got to keep going. That's a sport. That's a different thing, but you got to be in the flow. So you need to be in the flow, right?
Hmm.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Yep.
My kind of place, horse country. I grew up
Oh
raising
yeah.
horses. How
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
And
I like
how
that.
are your parents?
They're great. They're good. I was raised by my stepdad since I was two. I call him dad. He's a sergeant.
Oh, wow. Oh,
In the
wow.
police
Whew,
force. Yeah. And my mom's great. She was a great mom, is a great mom. Um,
that's
and
nice.
yeah, she's been very helpful. I've had kids at a young age, so she was really helpful in
Well,
that
how
when
many
I was
children do you
doing.
have?
I have two boys,
Oh,
15 and 9.
nine?
And
Nine?
9, yeah. And
Nine?
9.
Uh,
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited. My youngest is moving to Colorado this weekend.
oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it has been a pretty up and down rocky journey with him because he's lived in Texas.
Hmm.
Regionally, we were in Kentucky together. Me and his mom separated. She moved to Texas. That was a whole ordeal, but
Mm.
went to court, did all that, got the custody back, and then so he's been
Wow.
doing monthly visits to Colorado over the last 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that's been rough. Only seen him once a month, but we've had the extended summer. So I've had him for about 70, 75 days in the summer for the last 4 years. And so that's kind of been our time. And it's just been
Wow.
really, really good. And now she it's switching jobs and she's moving to Denver and be 15 minutes from where I live now. And so really excited. Now I'm going to do 50-50. And um, so really excited for him to be here. And this weekend is when he gets here.
That
So
is so nice.
yeah, it's a
And
pretty
your
big
other
deal.
child is going to stay with his mom, I assume? Or no?
Yes, he is with his mom. We are having us a little bit of issues there. We have totally different parenting styles, me and his
Uh,
mom. And basically he's free and runs wild with her, no curfew, can do anything he wants pretty much. And then with me I have rules, so we've had a little bit of issue with that. So now we're back in court with that, and that should be finishing up within the next couple months for sure. And hopefully we get all that settled. But I just don't think that he's at that age. He's 15, he's a freshman in high school. I think he's surrounded by some guys that he shouldn't be, and he's given some.
uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not the best situation, but and the reason why I moved to Colorado was so I could afford the flights for my youngest, and because with my relationship with my oldest. I honestly, when he was 12, I felt like we had the best relationship I've ever seen out of a father-son, especially someone not being in the household. I wasn't with his mom and the co-parent situation, like coached all his teams, seeing him 50% of the time for his whole life and, just a really solid foundation. But when I moved and then it just started getting more rocky and more rocky and now it's the worst it's been. But, I think there's some influences going on. I think that he'll be
A
fine.
tough
Well,
one.
yeah, it's just at that age where, and he's the oldest of four siblings with her. And so she raises him like kind of like the man of the house and lets him do whatever he wants and stuff like that. And I just
You
don't
got a
think,
problem.
yeah, it's just a difference in values and opinions. And I just don't think he's grown yet and shouldn't be, able to do all these things that she's allowing him to do. And then now she's letting him choose the schedule, and I just don't agree with some of the stuff. So we're just in court trying to figure that out and settle that. But I I think it's on the later end, the latter end of the system, and I think that it should be finished shortly. So
I can hear your Kentucky accent. It's just chilling. I love it.
thank you.
It's adorable. You sound like a very good father to me.
I mean, my real dad, I call him, I think he wasn't a great dad. He
Ah,
lived like an hour away from me, and I just felt like he didn't put in enough time and effort. So I had a kid at 17, and I was
wow,
very
wow,
adamant, yeah, about being a good dad and just putting my best foot
wow.
forward.
At
So yeah,
17,
yeah, I had to grow up quick, yeah,
I'm impressed.
yeah, and
Uh,
so I mean, I really do feel like I've put my best effort into being a dad, and so that's all I can say. I mean, I've had people telling me I'm a good dad, and I spent a lot of time with my oldest, and now I fought back to get my time back with my youngest, and I got it back, and now we have a really great relationship, and so I'm in it for a long haul, and I know there's some ups and downs with different ages and stuff, but I just think that it definitely is one of my gifts is fatherhood and um, being a parent. So I don't take the responsibility and job lightly at all.
I love it. So now I'm understanding why you're reading all the self-help books because
Yeah.
you have a lot going on. And at an early 17, and you started having children. I mean, that's like really young. What I'm so surprised to hear, because I don't hear this very often either, is that you declared that you would be a good father at only 17. So you're way ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah, I was very
Yeah.
intentional about that. I mean, because I was hurt as a kid, my stepdad was good. He was a good dad, and he was there for me and helped me and stuff. But it just wasn't the same knowing that my real dad was an hour away, never
I
coming to
wouldn't
my
see you.
games, phone calls, anything like that, and just like broken promises. That really weighed on me a lot growing up. And
Sounds
so
like
I
my
just,
mom.
yeah,
I know
and
what that's like. Yeah.
so I've
So
just
you
been,
will never be that. That's why,
yeah.
what's so interesting? Remember when I was talking about life? It like just go with the flow, right?
Hmm.
You wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't been through what you had been through.
Oh, couldn't agree more. Yeah,
Right. So you
absolutely.
maybe wouldn't want to repeat it, but you're grateful for the lesson. And thank God you learned that and didn't go the opposite way. So if you had to take the hit to be this amazing father that you are, I don't know, it was almost a gift. So you could be the exceptional parent. Because what I do, I'm a trauma specialist. I don't see a lot of good parenting out there because my poor clients are miserable. Some of the stories keep me up at night. So to have a 17-year-old set that intention, wow,
Yeah, it definitely, it helped me a lot, that, it was my motivate when I played sports. I ended up playing in college, got a
did
scholarship
you? Did
after
you?
he was born. I got my life together and
Wow.
played professional baseball and set a
Did
bunch of
you?
records. And yeah, I had a really good time with baseball and then just with my schedule, be on top of my schedule and time and um, I was very adamant, intentional about okay, when am I getting our routine, custody, and all
Amazing.
that, and
So you were forced to be like this.
yeah, I
Right.
basically yeah,
Right. So that's actually balance, right? It's actually a good thing because that's why you're a success and a fabulous father. And you were able to juggle all this stuff, A, at a young age and then growing older and make it happen. But you compartmentalized, which you also learned from a sergeant to do this, 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 this. That's
hmm
what you do. And that's not a bad thing, which is why when we first started talking, productive goals, achieve. Of course, you're not sleeping better. Positive habits, more, more, more. I can be better. I can be better. I can be better. Because that's the 17-year-old talking. I'm not going to be like my father. I'm going to be like the sergeant, and I'm going to better myself forever and read 100 books and date with I need someone who's like me. Get over that one. And I mean, a little like-minded would be good. But the internal drive is I have to be better so I'm not like my dad. I have to be better because at 17 I had to grow up really fast. So I have to keep up with these older people that can't even parent like you did. I have responsibilities at a very young age. So I have to be the overachiever. And I have to have goals and reach them because if I keep doing that, I'll never end up like my dad. Do you see that?
Absolutely. I can see the comparison for sure.
But you're not your dad.
Yeah, no, not at
You're
all.
nothing. So now you get to rest, which is why you're not sleeping at night, because I'm going and I'm going and I'm going, which really stems from fear, by the way. So the subconscious, I'm talking about the
Hmm.
subconscious. We adults become what we learned as children. So if you were just going to say, I did become, you can say this really great person and a really great father. And except for the expectation, you'd probably be really great in a relationship, but you have to chill out on your expectation. You're not a sergeant. Sometimes it's good, balance. Sometimes it can be a bit much. And we're all human. We're all created equal. We're all going to make mistakes. It's called life. It's okay. Remember what I said? Learn. Remember my father's story, simplicity. He was the strongest man I've ever met in my life, died of cancer, and it was horrible. And he never complained once and kept going. I still don't know how he did it. I don't know. But he's an athlete. You just keep going. If it hurts, you keep going. Is that good? Yeah, of course it is. You don't give up. You don't stop. But when you're a high achiever, an A-type personality, trust me, I understand. It's hard to learn not to be. But instead of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, you can relax into it because you know you're already that, which is a wonderful skill because you can always rely on yourself. You have it. It's not going anywhere. You don't have to keep trying to perfect it. You have it. It's in every inch of your being. And you're getting your child to come live in Colorado. How cool is that?
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, you're a good father. So
Thank
you
you.
are going to meet, well, you already are with someone.
No, well,
No?
no, I'm not in a relationship. Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you were with someone for 2 months. Did I mishear
Oh
you?
no, I've been single for 2 months. I was
Oh,
in a
okay.
relationship for a few months prior. Um,
Sometimes when you relax, things happen. When we try too hard, we subconsciously put up these mental blocks because we overthink. We create these blocks where they're not there. Just go swing the bat and hit the ball. I love baseball. I
yeah,
was
it's a
first
great
base
sport.
too. I played first base. My dad had me on a team, of course. Softball team. I
Nice.
could have done the hardball though, because that's how he trained me. But no, it was softball. Or if one of my horses acted up, he made me get on the horse
Mm,
and take care of it. He didn't care if I was scared or not. You're getting on the horse. So you learn this stuff and it's in your blood forever. And
hmm.
that's you. That is you. That's who you are. So if you never read a book, if you stopped the empty, my glass is half empty, not full, because it's actually overflowing, you're an amazing person. You know a lot. And just go lived and experienced peace and happiness and were grateful for really who you become and look in the mirror and really smile and know you've done your work. You're going to do it forever. I'm not telling you not to do it, but not maybe to this extent.
Hmm.
And practice things like when you have coffee or tea. Do you drink coffee or tea?
I do. I'm big on mindfulness and slowing things down.
I
Absolutely,
do.
like
Yeah.
taking a walk and going a little bit
Yeah.
slower pace and
Feeling the
take.
heat of your coffee
Oh
and just
yeah,
really, okay, slow
smell, the
down.
sound, taste.
That, see, I love it. That's my dad taught me that too. He'd say, Rochelle, slow down. And I
See where
was
your
like this
feet
big and
are.
he was this big.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, big fan.
And if you're not careful, I'm not going to go into health issues. I'm great now, but I wasn't. It was very serious, actually, twice. Um, if you're not careful, life will force you. We in spiritual psychology, we call them stackers. It will bring you what you don't want until you learn your lesson. So
I believe
you
that.
better be careful.
I believe that for sure.
So you're
Very.
going to meet someone wonderful.
I appreciate it. I hope so.
There's no promise and hope. Well, there is, but not in
Okay.
this case. Why would you not meet someone,
Yeah.
especially if you lower your expectation, if you know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know what I mean by that. I
Yeah,
got to be
yeah.
careful with that statement.
Yeah, it resonates well. Especially everyone's not on the same emotional intelligence, uh, level of not everyone has done the inner work and the deep work, and you can expect someone who hasn't to, um, or really resonate with someone who hasn't. And you can't really force that upon someone, and everyone's on their own journey and path, and it's important to embrace where you're at for sure. And I like the way the words that you put that I think that definitely is true.
And it doesn't mean you have to be with someone that just doesn't get it, that is never going to even want to learn. But you can't be a teacher. You got to be careful with that one.
Hmm.
Then it changes the dynamics of the relationship, and that's not healthy. But you don't have to be with someone that's just oblivious. I'm not telling you that either.
Yeah, that balance. On that balance.
That balance. I use the analogy, um, it's mine, is you know what a seesaw is?
Hmm.
Goes up and down, just like life, up and down and up and down. So the skills you've developed will help you with the downs.
Hmm.
You already know that. But what you do is you sit in the middle of the seesaw and you're sitting here in the neutral observer. And the word impermanence, my favorite words are judgment, acceptance, impermanence, and peace. When the life goes like this, you're not judging it as bad or good. You know impermanence, so when it's not good, it'll be good. And when we
Hmm.
learn to control our minds, which is what hypnotherapy is going to help with, the downs aren't so bad. And when you're on the ups, they can cause suffering too because it's an attachment. If it's not up, you're sad. You sit in the neutral observer and say, oh, I can accept life is up and down, and that's cool. So you're not judging it as right or wrong, accepting it's what it is. Impermanence, oh, it's actually really nice because if you're miserable, soon you'll be happy. The sad thing when you're happy, you might be miserable, but you're in the sitting in the middle, the neutral observer. So you know that it's all okay. It's just what it
Hmm.
is. You hold it lightly. Guess what happens? You find peace. And whenever you have that, that means, if you have a rose, the flower and the thorns, the stem, you can't have one without the other. You're holding
See
on
that,
to
doesn't
the
it?
thorns too tightly and you're bleeding. So you need to rest your hands and say, hold up, I'm going to hold this lightly and get back on that seesaw, right?
Hmm.
And then I will find peace. It's just life. Oh, it's life, all right. And life has a lot of good things. Sometimes when you're playing baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. You're going to even catastrophize and hate yourself, or just say, well, I'm not perfect, but the next time I'm hitting a home run,
There you go.
right? And if you don't, you don't. Go practice.
Yep.
Practice makes perfect, but you got to find balance. Then you got to have fun and play with your kids. Do
I
they play?
agree.
Do you play baseball with your kids?
I used to. Yeah, my oldest used to play. He played his whole life. He actually just recently quit this last
Wow.
year. he was showing some really promising, and I've coached a lot of kids and been around a
Mm,
lot, and he had some really good tools. But he didn't have the mindset, and I guess he didn't want to play. So, and
good
what
for
he,
you.
so,
So
and
you didn't
I,
force him.
no, no, I was very intentional about, because I had guys I played with who their dads would, if they hadn't made an error in the game, they were grounded, couldn't come out and hang out with us on the weekend. I mean,
What?
I was around a lot of parents who I saw the firsthand effects of just how bad it was, how it
It's
could
very
be.
bad. It's very
And
bad.
so with him, I was just like, you know what? If you're gonna play on a sport, you have to go to all the practices. And if you want to do extra work, it's all up to you. I'll never make you work out in the gym, extra swings, extra ground balls. Never forced. But if you ever want to, I will do it anytime. And he used to do all kinds of times he would ask me to go hit, to go throw, and
Mm.
I
Batting
was
cage.
batting cage. Yeah, we could do
Mm.
that. I'll be for you. I'll be there for you all the time if you want to, but I'm not going to drag you there. I'm not going to be the one that says you got to go get your extra reps in. Like I'm just not doing that because you won't appreciate the success on the field. And if I'm just making you do all these things, so I was very adamant of like not living through him, and showing him love and affection outside of the sport. Like, look, I don't care about baseball. Like, I care about you as a person and your development. And so I thought I took a very healthy approach to it.
I wish
And
a
then,
lot of people would do that.
yeah, and then,
Mm,
but he wasn't a big fan of going of practicing or
no.
especially when I wasn't there. So like when he was with his mom, she didn't support sports at all, didn't want to take him any
Uh,
practices. So it was
uh,
really big in balance of, okay, with me, you have to go to practice, and with her, it's optional if she feels like taking you or not. And so there was probably issues there and stuff. And eventually, he got to high school. He got on his high school wasn't very good, and he was always on really good
uh,
teams and really nice fields and all this stuff. And his high school that he was playing at just was a terrible team. They went 0 and 25 or 0 and 35 one year, and he just gave it up. And
so it sounds more of because of neglect. If he was with you, he probably wouldn't have given up.
no,
I
yeah,
wonder.
I don't,
Yeah.
because he loved it. I mean, he
Yeah.
would
They
light up
just,
and smile and laugh and, hit home runs. And because he came out to last summer, or not this summer, the summer before last, he came out and he played on a travel ball team here, with one of the best travel ball teams in the state. And he absolutely killed it. He
wow.
became one of their best players, led the team in
Uh,
batting average, home runs. He was a leadoff hitter, like multiple game-winning hits, just all kinds of really cool stuff for in one summer. And and then, but with
you
her,
sound, mm, you
he
sound
didn't
like
want.
my father. He was the same way. He was the
Hmm.
same way. And it was interesting because I showed horses and my horse was my best friend. I had many, but I had my one horse. It was my best friend, Cricket. I still think about that horse. And my daughter started riding. I rode Western, she rode English, and she trained like 4 or 5 days a week, but she wanted to.
Hmm.
But she had a bad fall and was scared. And I got her back on the horse, get back on the horse, right? But she just really didn't want to keep going. So we sold the horse and this and that because I respected it. But do
Hmm.
you know what's interesting?
What's that?
Is I know you'll relate to this. I did that stuff, but I had fun with my horse. I got to just brush the horse. Well, I better take care of my horse. My dad would take my horses away. But I just had fun. It wasn't always training. It wasn't always showing. It was fun. Just
Hmm.
hanging out, giving her a bath, walking, just sitting on her, eating my sandwich, just chill. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And Julia, my daughter, was always because she wanted to. But it was just so interesting because now she says, Mom, I just want to go ride on a trail. And I said, I think that's a really good idea. Just be with the horse. You don't have to make it so serious. And she did
Hmm.
that to herself
Yeah.
because she was that kind of child. But there's our word balance again. And I really love, because I agree with you, I was chastised for not making her continue because she was so scared. And we had just bought this horse for her. And I'm like, but she doesn't want to. She's afraid. Why would I push that? Because my dad did. But he was also very cool. He knew more
Mm,
about balance. In fact, he gave me a little charm for my bracelet that says balance. He learned that from his Japanese friends from in Japan. But it sounds like you're doing this already. And the reason I brought up this story was maybe when you're with your child, just say, hey, let's go to the batting cage for fun. And just, unless he really doesn't want to, or play catch and
hmm.
do something fun without the pressure. Because subconsciously, in his mind, he also knows that type of discipline from you, right? And how to play and what to do. And you can use metaphors all day long and he'll get it, like what we're doing now. He also knows that you didn't force him to play.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
doing something fun like that, make it fun and not serious, could be a good way to, even if he just goes to my daughter used to play golf. She was very, very good. And she just didn't want to play anymore. And my dad said, well, she doesn't want to play anymore. That's fine. Now she just goes to the driving range for fun, nothing serious.
Hmm.
Do you see what
Yep,
I'm saying?
absolutely. Yeah, I like golf and stuff too, for sure.
Do you? Of course you do. I should call you
Yeah.
Dennis Cook after my father. I bet you're good at it.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at golf. Yeah, that's kind of where I've pivoted towards over the last 5 years or so. And I've taken both my boys golfing
Do they like
and
it?
they did. Yeah, they do. My youngest
Yeah.
likes it more than my oldest. So last year, yeah, I know, right? It was pretty funny last year, when because I used to have them both in the summer, and when I had them both there, by the end of the summer, my oldest was asking me to golf more than I was asking him, and so he
That's
was
so
every day,
cute.
Dad, let's go to the range, let's go chip and putt, or let's go play nine, and he was begging me to go golf, and then when he got back to his mom's, he told his mom he didn't like golf. So I'm like, okay,
See,
like,
that's because it's the mom.
yeah, so
So
there's
there's
definitely
stuff
some,
going down. Yeah.
yeah. And then
I
my
used to love
youngest,
golf. It's a great game.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's fun. My youngest, we chip and putt pretty much every time we're together, and we go driving range and
Too.
keep it. And he joined a first tee program in Colorado and loved it.
Really?
Yeah, they did a really good job of just playing with kids his age, and it was funny. He said they need to practice more when he was there. I was like, his name's Kyrie, and I told him, Kyrie, not everyone has a
Good
great
name.
coach like you do,
Good name.
or
It sounds like they have an imbalance because they have two parents, like you said, that are very different.
yeah.
One is kind of laissez-faire, doesn't really practice much discipline.
Mm.
See where your sergeant self is helping you here? But what's amazing to me, besides being 17 and having a child with intention, that blows my mind. I think it's amazing. But
Oh, it wasn't
that,
intentional. Yeah, it was an accident.
no,
At
no,
the
no. I mean the way
oh
you raise your
oh
child.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Very
But what
intentional.
I love is that you have that balance with your children now with sports. You're
Hmm.
not, grounding them and forcing them.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh, it was
being
yuck.
with you, they would probably want to play again because you don't
I think
force it.
so.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like cool about it. But see,
Hmm.
now we need to put that into your life.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Right? You need to coach yourself. And you don't have to, I mean, read 100 books, read 1,000 books. I don't care, but I'm just using it as an example. You don't have to read 100 books. You don't have to date someone that's knows all this stuff.
Hmm.
Calm down, find out. It's okay. Just go have fun. Just go have fun. Talk about the weather. Talk about, you can talk about the baseball game if you both go see it. We're Angel fans, by the way. They never win, but we do like the
Oh, okay.
Angels. Grew up with them, gotta like them.
Yeah.
But you just have fun. Just go hit the ball, play catch.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't have to try so hard. You've already done it. You're exceptional. You are exceptional. I don't say that very often. Hey, everyone's exceptional, but I'm just saying you're accomplished. You've learned how to control the mind. But now we have to say, don't worry about achieving your goals. Expect it. Why would you not? Stop making more of them. Relax. You'll do whatever you want to do. You've already proven that to yourself. Positive habits. You already have positive habits. And if for some reason something kind of gets in your way, don't beat yourself up for it. Don't attack yourself. Just say, oh, I'm not going to attack myself. I'll just, maybe right now I don't want to do it. Maybe I need a break. Maybe I need to go play catch. Maybe this isn't a habit I really need to be too concerned about. I don't have to worry about everything. Rome isn't burning. Rome isn't falling. Rome isn't falling, right?
Hmm.
And by doing all of this, I'm just looking at my notes, not only will you chill out and find the right relationship and stop searching for perfection because it doesn't exist. Whew. Do you know what perfection is? Imperfection.
The enemy of good enough.
That's right. Then you're going to sleep better because you're not trying to hold on to the weight of the world. Does that make sense? You're trying
Hmm.
too hard. Stop
Yeah,
trying.
absolutely.
You have the basics. Like if you build a building on a bad foundation, what will happen?
It'll crumble.
Yeah, you have a good foundation. So you don't have to worry anymore, right? You just don't have to
Hmm.
worry about it. Go have fun. Read Herman Hesse.
It sounds familiar. I think I have a book by him.
Siddhartha,
No, I haven't. Not that.
The Glass Bead, Damien,
Uh,
Steppenwolf.
none of those are jumping at me, but I thought it was a mental health book.
Oh, no,
Uh,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no,
maybe it's
no,
a different
no.
guy.
No, no, no. It's not a mental health book. It is a, and I don't say that in a bad way because I have thousands of them, but it's just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Fiction,
Oh, okay.
nonfiction.
No, I don't.
It's not
Oh,
true. Fiction.
oh, nonfiction,
It's just a,
not
it's,
fake. Oh,
no,
fiction
it
is
is
fake.
fiction, fiction.
Fiction.
It's
Okay.
fake. Yeah, fiction. And but the way he writes is so beautiful. And it's just such a great story. And it's such a break. Read Steppenwolf first. The Glass Bead, if you want to read something tough, read that. I haven't even read it. It's too, I'm just not interested. But all the other books are great. Read Siddhartha, the story of the Buddha. The way he writes it is
That's the
incredible.
first one that comes up.
Yeah, it's very good. Siddhartha and then Steppenwolf. They're just good books. They give your brain like being on a beach drinking a pina colada. You're just hanging out. Oh, see, it'd be good for you to do that stuff. Chill. You're good. It's like
I
playing.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's like playing baseball with the kids. It's probably really fun when you see them drop the ball. They're supposed to catch it, but
Hmm.
they drop it. That's okay.
Yep. Everyone makes errors. Everyone makes mistakes. Part of the game.
It is, and you accept and go. That's cool. Even the pros make mistakes.
Yep. Simple mistakes too.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yep.
That's a
So,
whole different world.
yeah. I'm hoping I just applied for a job with the Rockies. I have a pretty good chance of getting it. I think hopefully
You'll
I'll
get
get
it.
it.
You're
But
getting it. Oh, you have to
it's
keep me posted, please. I want to know.
yeah, I don't see how I wouldn't be a candidate. I mean,
Oh, you'll
for
be a candidate.
so
Oh, that'd be so great. My
yeah, I
daughter's
know.
boyfriend, the first date they went on, they went to a baseball game.
Oh, it's good. That's a
He's
good first date.
he was like he's such a sports person. Oh my God. But he's like my dad. He's like you. But I just thought that was just so cute. I don't know if it was an Angels game. I don't remember, but it was definitely baseball. You're good. You're worrying too much. You're trying too hard. You're not finding balance. It's gonna get you if you're not careful. But you find it with your kids. You find it with your kids. You find it in your coaching. So we're gonna turn that around and it's gonna be on you now.
That's a
So
good way of
now you
putting
get some me time. Oh my God. Perish the thought.
it.
Okay, should we
Yeah, I can
hypnotize
do
you?
that.
You can
Sure.
do that. You got it going. And when it comes to your goals, I want you to say, why would you worry about it? When you go playing and the pitcher throws the ball, do you expect to hit it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. When you are
If
thrown the
it's a
ball,
good
do you expect to
pitch.
catch it?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
when you throw it, no, but did you just
catch
playing
it.
catch it?
Got
Yeah,
to
I
catch
expect.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why wouldn't you reach your goals? And if you don't
Yeah.
reach all of them, so what? You'll reach the other ones. And if they're ones you really, really want to reach, then you will reach them and find balance at the same time. But you don't have to have 50,000 goals because you're so busy trying to reach the goals that you can't take time and smell the flower on the side of the road. So I'm not telling you not to reach your goals. I'm not saying that, but be careful the way you do it. Go with the flow and you'll get
Mm,
everything that it is you want. Belief edits experience. You're
yeah.
getting that job at the Rockies.
I hope so.
That'd
I
be
don't.
so cool.
Yeah, no, and it's specifically with the hitters too, the hitting
Is
performance.
it? Is
Yeah, and
it?
that's exactly what I was specialized in and what I was best at.
Really?
And yeah, it's one of the it's by far the most exciting job that I've seen that I think I would be good at and great pay and
That's what, and around
uh,
really cool people and in
yeah,
your
yeah, my
total
type of
realm.
people, yeah, for sure. I think I would fit right in and just
Will they
crush
make you
it.
play or do something to show that you
No.
can do it?
I mean, I would do it if they wanted me to, but no, they probably not. Because it's more of like a coaching, research and development. And they're trying to find ways to use data and science to improve
Oh,
hitting. And I've already got a lot
oh,
of good stuff that I've used and I've got ready to go.
oh.
And
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
yeah, so it's I'd like to incorporate some sports psychology and all kinds of good stuff. So
You're one of those people who live in your head.
oh, very
Yeah, you're
much so.
analytical, live in your head. It's like a
Very
whole thing with
analytical.
you, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
it's even harder for you to chill your chops and just relax because you live in your head. It's like who you are. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah.
thing. It's a wonderful
hmm
thing.
I've definitely had to learn how to embrace the more emotional side and turn off the analytical brain sometimes, especially in relationships. And
There's the issue.
so, yeah.
Yeah. So balance for you is really a big deal.
Yeah, I'm glad we identified that. Balance is definitely something I think I could create more of and be more intentional with. Not a word that's
Just have
crosses my
fun.
mind
Just
often.
have
It's just,
fun. Just have fun.
mhm.
Go play
Yeah.
baseball on the beach. You don't have a beach there,
No, I wish, but
but just go have fun.
yeah.
It's not so serious. Well, for work it is, but otherwise it's not so serious. See, we got balance again. Fun with the kids,
hmm
then serious at work.
Yeah.
Impermanence. Everything will translate. Sit in the middle of the seesaw. Okay, we're gonna hypnotize you now. Okay. Okay. All right. So remember, there's no wrong, there's no right. It just is what it is. You may feel the need to be thinking, swim in it. Go ahead and do it. Enjoy yourself. You'll still be
Okay.
hypnotized. I'm analytical too, so when I'm hypnotized, I'm thinking about what modality are they using. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, why did they say? Oh, interesting. And then I'll be very relaxed, but I'm totally hypnotized. And if you'd like, you could kind of just chill out and let me do my job
Yeah, I
and
can try
just,
that.
yeah, just have
Absolutely.
fun. Just have fun. Just have fun. And it's okay to need that mental stimulation because you're intelligent. It's no big deal. But I want you to start reading some stuff that's just fun to
Mm.
give yourself a little break. And then go read about your neuroscience. Read about, hypnotherapy recreates new neural pathways,
hmm
right? And
Oh
creates
yeah.
the neuroplasticity in the brain.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
All right. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes. I am recorded. All right. So starting now, I'm going to count from 1 to 10 and 10 back down to 1. And on each and every count, you're going to feel more calm and relaxed and calm. Letting go and releasing and letting go. Starting from 1, you can feel the room around you. to the surface beneath you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, going back down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Letting go and releasing, releasing and letting go, sinking deeply, calmly, and soundly into the surface beneath you. Maybe allowing yourself to take in a deep letting go breath and allow your shoulders to soften. They are no longer holding up the weight of the world. You've been doing that since you've been 17, maybe before then. You can let all that go now. You can let all that go. You don't have to live up to anyone else's expectations. The sergeant, which was loving, but there's still expectations. You don't have to keep chasing that ball. You've already become it. Balance, the sergeant, and then you have your mom. Talk about balance. Sit in the middle and find the good in both. But you can let your shoulders drop now, and you don't have to try too hard. Anything learned can be unlearned. And while you're breathing, you might even notice that there's a interesting space between the breath. And it really helps calm things down. Because that all there is the breath, which is why now you're feeling, even now, more calm and relaxed and calm. Because sometimes the mind likes to work very hard. It's thinking, it's planning, over analyzing, remembering. But there is also another way, a quieter way. It's very, very quiet. A way that thinkers, athletes, and masters of life discover eventually. Easier said than done, but oh, it can be done. And I know your subconscious is listening to me, because if it is, you'll just continue breathing. The answer is called being in the flow. That means you're swimming down the stream. If you turn around and swim up, you're going to feel the water and the currents push against you. If you turn around and swim down, things are going to be a lot easier. You don't have to try so hard. Just go swim. Now, maybe you'll imagine yourself somewhere peaceful, perhaps sitting in a quiet ballpark, maybe in the late afternoon. The air is warm. The grass is green. And somewhere in a distance, you hear like a soft crack of a baseball bat. When you hit that ball, there's a sound. You just know you hit it right. Like life. When you have those moments, Neil Walsh says it's God speaking through you. Aha. When you're in the flow is when you might experience that, because all of a sudden you're not trying so hard and everything's just so graceful, especially in relationships. You're just going with the flow, or trying to reach a goal. You're not trying, you are reaching your goals because you're going with the flow. It's just what you're doing. You're setting an intention, but it's not the type of intention that causes stress. It's just something you're going to do. The game is being played. And you notice something interesting about baseball. The players can't force the game. You're a coach. You know this. They can't rush the rhythm of a pitch. They can't control every bounce of a ball. They can prepare and they can focus. You teach all this. And then allow the game to unfold. You never you never know who is going to be doing this or that. But you can trust in yourself, and you can go with the flow and find the rhythm, like the rhythm of the horse. And that will take you exactly where you want to go. Like follow your voice. And this is the secret of anything, finding the flow. If you're floating downstream, why wouldn't you reach your goals? You don't even have to try that hard. It's just what you know. It's what you do, which is why now you're sleeping better. And you're sleeping better because you're not holding up the weight of the world. So I want you to feel this letting go, relaxation all through your body, through your head, through your forehead, through your eyes, your face. The more your jaw relaxes, the more your teeth separate. The more your teeth separate, the more your jaw relaxes. Allow it to hover over your mouth, reminding you when you choose to only, silence is golden because when you're silent, the chatter stops. And when the chatter stops, you can hear the authentic self, the one that is guiding you to just go have fun. Just go enjoy your life. Be in the flow. Just like the teachings of quiet awareness, the kind presence of Eckhart Tolle speaks about, where life happens not in the past, but not in the future, but right here and now in this moment. So if you weren't worried about the future or the past, you would be in the here and now and know that everything right now is enough. You are enough. You don't have to live up to a sergeant's expectations who also loved you and only wanted the best. Good training and a mother who loved you very much. You have a good foundation. Breathe into that and allow the light to continue to travel down through your throat and over your shoulders, letting go the weight of the world. The I have to, I have to, I have to, I have to. There's nothing to chase. There's nothing to force. Just like the batter standing calmly at the home plate. And allow your shoulders to drop. The pitcher winds up. Time slows down. The batter simply watches, relaxed, alert, present. And when the ball comes, the body moves naturally. No overthinking, just flow. So allow your shoulders to drop because you don't have to hold on to so much expectation and trying too hard. You already know all this. Don't worry about it. You got it. You did your work. Now you get to enjoy the rewards from it. Find balance. Coach yourself. And oh, are you good at it? Allow the light to travel down through your arms, your hands, your fingertips, knowing that your mind has now found the rhythm. In fact, when you breathe in and out and in and out, you realize that you have found the rhythm in life. You're a strong man. You're a thoughtful man. You're a good dad. You're great in a relationship. Somebody is lucky to be with you because you don't have high expectations. You have expectations, of course, but I'm talking about they may not have read 100 books. And of course, they're going to love to hear about what you've read and maybe put it into practice. But you're not a teacher. You teach by example with unconditional love and heart to heart communication because you know that you don't judge. Judgment, acceptance, and permanence and peace, sitting in the middle of the seesaw, and you find that perfect blend, that perfect balance with someone you love. And remember, sometimes the strongest players in the game step back, they take a breath, they lean on the bat, and simply watch the field. Feel that. Let it, let that energy Let that energy spread throughout your back and over your heart because this is where you know what you know what you know. It's okay sometimes just to sit back and watch and not think. Ooh, you're going to learn a lot. You know that. You're not going to try so hard anymore. You don't need to be your own personal sergeant. Balance. You have that in your mother. Do both. That part is mastery in life. And it's so funny because it's the most difficult thing to do. But when you do it, you feel more comfortable and relaxed. You can feel your heart soften and you can allow yourself to relax into everything you have ever learned because you've learned a lot. It has shaped you into who you've become, a wonderful, magnificent person. And your subconscious mind really understands this. Like a seasoned baseball player who has practiced thousands of swings, the body and mind already know what to do. You can't read this much and not know it. In fact, I bet a lot of those books you read start to sound the same. You don't have to force life, you just flow with it. And the rest is in that knowing. The subconscious mind is absorbed. And you know that everything, including a wonderful relationship that you are attracting, bringing into your life, it's just naturally flowing. You're attracting that love. You reach your goals without thinking. You probably have a lot of positive habits. And if there are a couple out there that aren't so hot, you can decide, is it really like worth letting go of this or can I have a couple? Only you can make that decision because you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to stand at attention. Life isn't that difficult. Simplicity. And knowing all this is why you sleep better. Because when you put your head on that pillow, you know you're so relaxed. You've had a great day. You're proud of who you've become. You've already reached a lot of goals. You'll reach more. You know you're attracting love, not the fantasy kind, not the impossible perfection that movies try to sell, but something deeper, that pure heart. Maybe someone that is so simple they know nothing, but they know the basics in life that are creating that balance for you. And you both can share that amongst each other and then meet in the middle together. Someone real. Because deep down you understand a beautiful truth that we are all created equal. And every person you meet carries a story, a history, lessons learned, mistakes made, wisdom earned. Oh, wisdom is earned. And when two people meet with open hearts, they grow together. They grow together. They learn from each other. They support each other, just like teammates in a long session. See, I say session meaning a coaching session, but I'm going to say like teammates in a long season. And we can say seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall, they're all different, aren't they? But one's not better than the other. It's life. Life has many seasons, that's the truth. But they can all weather the storm. I always say, pretend you're a willow tree dancing in the breeze. You can weather any storm. And they're not bad. It's just different. Just different. You simply appreciate someone who is authentic and kind and sincere and a companion that has a good heart and is loyal and kind. And you're even more relaxed with yourself because the coach in you is now coaching you and the inner child, the 17-year-old that had to grow up really fast and did a really, really good job. Now he can rest because he's a grown up now and he knows more. So you're relaxing into yourself, just like a baseball finding the center of a well-worn glove. Nothing better than that. It's effortless. You're in the right place at the right moment, going with the flow. Isn't that a nice thing? You have it all. It's just there instinctively. You know it. Now, maybe imagine yourself now in the outfield watching a wide open sky and it's above the stadium. The game is moving inning by inning and there's no rush. Life unfolds the same way, one moment at a time. And you're breathing slowly. You can almost hear the rhythm, like when the batter hits the ball and then the next batter hits the ball and the next batter hits the ball. There's just a rhythm. You can just hear it. It's very good to relax to. It's good to like think about when you need to sleep. You go to bed at night and you can just hear that beautiful flow. Your breath resembles the rhythm, the traveling downstream, that beautiful moment of just being. You have built a life you have loved, you have learned. You're a success. You're there for your children. You're a good dad. You're present. You're learning. You're growing. You don't force them. And that quiet pride of how you've lived your life settles deeply into your chest now, like a steady heartbeat. In fact, you can always put your fingers on your wrist, wherever you can feel your heartbeat. And you can feel that love, that strength, the certainty, the rhythm. And life is not asking you to be perfect. It's not possible. And you are a wonderful person, but you can't be perfect. It's asking you to show up like a player stepping into the field, ready to play for the next inning, not knowing where it's really going to go, but you're relaxed, aware, and in the flow, which is why now everything is fine. You're allowing yourself to just be in the world and do what you love and be happy. Enjoy your life. Stop trying so hard. You will reach your goals and achieve what you want to achieve, finding balance at the same time. Of course, you're sleeping better because you're not worried so much. You're not trying so hard. You're just going to sleep. Isn't that a nice thing? It's all okay. And of course, you're going to be married again and you're going to find someone who has a kind heart, good parent, and the two of you are going to just blend together. You're not going to be exactly the same. That's boring. And you don't have to have such high standards for yourself or anyone else because you're just a human. It doesn't mean you don't work on yourself. It doesn't mean that you're not good at working with your mind. I'm not saying that. But here we go again. You find balance. And I'd like you to take in a deep letting go breath because you realize finding balance allows you to find that peaceful, that calm, that content, realizing that you're already who you've always wanted to be. And it started when you were a young child and at 17. So you're going to coach yourself and you're going to say, am I trying too hard or am I in the flow? And you have expectations. And if for some reason one isn't met, it's okay. It doesn't matter how you fall down. It matters how you get up, pull up your socks and go hit the ball. Go to the batting cage if you need to and go practice. But you do it because it's fun. And when things are fun and you enjoy them, it's easier to achieve what it is you want to achieve. So your shoulders have dropped. The light, love, calmness is traveling down through your legs, your thighs, your knees, your feet, and all of what you want, that calm, peaceful balance is puddling around your feet in the light, knowing that you're present to every step you take. And you are so proud of who you've become. that you have this inner confidence that you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to think. You don't have to worry. You will achieve all that you want to achieve. And when life throws you a curveball, that's okay. You learn. What do I do next? It's okay. Now I'm going to count from 0 to 5. And when I get to 5, you may notice that you feel more calm and relaxed and relaxed and calm. And you're going to remember my words. You may even hear my voice sometimes. More good things are coming. And every time you listen to this recording, you're going to feel even more calm and more relaxed. Starting from 1, you can feel the room around you. 2, the surface beneath you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not trying too hard anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes wide awake. Did you feel relaxed?
Absolutely. That was great. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. It's all good. Let go. Go have fun.
I will. The great words of wisdom.
Yeah, I hope so.
Looking
You
forward
too.
to applying them and appreciate you taking the time.
You're very welcome. And you know what? It's all in your subconscious, so you don't really have to think about it. You're just going to go do it and go be happy. And the sun will be brighter tomorrow than it is even today,
Mm.
right? Because you just are. You're just like a child that is learning to walk. They fall down. They just get back up. They don't think about, oh my God, I fell down. Oh my God, I can't do it. Oh, I got to practice. Oh, I didn't reach my goals. They just keep trying till they get up and then they're running around the house. And it's like, oh, then we really have to run around them.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. All right, sweetie. It's very, very nice to meet you.
All righty. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Ciao. You too. Bye bye.